Hello again, IUS. This is the Horizon Newscast for the week of October 18th, 2010. I'm Kevin Schmidt. This week's top story is Speech Night. People with Down syndrome and other disabilities represented themselves in the Who We Are event at the Oval Center last week. We had a full team on this one. Stephanie Taggart, Brittany Bullard, and Christy Taylor were there for it all.
A former high school basketball player and guitar player are two of the individuals that spoke at Who We Are, a speech night presented by Allies, a campus organization that focuses on creating friendships between people with and without intellectual disabilities, particularly Down syndrome.
Using slideshows filled with pictures, participants gave entertaining and educational speeches about life with Down syndrome.
We came up with this Allies program, and it pairs up people with Down syndrome or any disability from the community. We work with the Down Syndrome Support Association of Southern Indiana, as well as the Down Syndrome of Louisville. And in working with them, they really help us get a good base of young adults with Down syndrome that we can actually work with on all of our events. And you saw that tonight with the actual event that we just threw, Who We Are. And I think this program was really well constructed, and if it wasn't for all the programs that we dealt with, we wouldn't have the events that we do.
The speakers were very excited to share their feelings about the event with us.
Being on the stage is like in the high school, middle school movie, stand up here and do graduate again.
Were either you are nervous?
No, my girlfriend is, but we always, sometimes she is, but sometimes we always stay cool.
For more information about Allies, visit www.alliesonline.org. This has been Stephanie Taggart, Christy Taylor, and Brittany Bullard for the Horizon Newscast.
Thanks, ladies. That was your top story for this week. Here's Jordan Smith with this week's top news briefs.
Students and their way of interacting through technology has been a huge topic on campus this month. Campus Computing from Free Speech to Facebook is the next event being held this Friday at the Oval Center. Guest speaker C.L. Lindsay will discuss common websites like Facebook and MySpace and its link to legal problems such as online harassment, electronic stalking, and copyright infringement. If you have any questions about this event, contact IUS at seevents@ius.edu. The Student Government Association is holding an open discussion for fellow students to voice your opinions about how SGA can help the campus and its peers. This event will happen this Thursday, October 21st. This is your chance to speak up about any concerns you have on campus. For more information about this discussion, you can visit the SGA office located in the University Center. The advisors at IU Southeast are doing an event for students called Survivor, the Academic Jungle. This program will help students enroll in classes for the spring 2011 semester. This event kicks off on October the 11th until October 25th. If you have any questions, contact your respected advisor and they will be able to assist you. You are now caught up on this week's campus and area news. I'm Jordan Smith. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thanks, Jordan. Well, fall is here, and that means one big event in Southern Indiana is here as well, Harvest Homecoming. Ashley Agnew and Brooke Lehman were there for it all this weekend at the festival.
As you can see, the leaves are turning bright, beautiful colors now that fall is finally here. This is a very exciting reminder that Harvest Homecoming is underway. What a great opportunity Southern Indiana has to come together, sharing individual talents, learning about historical backgrounds, and simply enjoying the beauty of fall. Every year, Harvest Homecoming is packed with hundreds of thousands of visitors coming to experience a week full of entertainment. The festival kicks off with the Harvest Homecoming Parade and then leads into craft and food booths, all together a week long. With so many people, vehicles are literally parked bumper to bumper, trying to squeeze in for parking.
I'd have to say I like the food, even though it kind of can clog your arteries. I also kind of like the parade, even though it can be pretty cold. Like this year, it was kind of cool.
The business luncheon is held on the Friday of the festival every year. Hundreds of people come to the festival to enjoy good food, drinks, and a few laughs. The theme for this year's luncheon was Every Day is a Holiday. The volunteers performed a skit for each month of the year. During the skit for May, they commemorated Memorial Day by celebrating our soldiers. This has been Brooke Lehman with the Horizon Newscast.
This week's feature story is the spring 2011 schedule of classes getting naked. Paperless, that is. Josh Barber and Desiree Smith had the campus reaction.
In an effort to make the IUS campus more green, the Office of the Registrar has introduced new paperless schedule of classes.
We have been talking about this for, let's see, this is 2011. I bet you 6 or 7 years. And tossed, like when will we quit printing the schedule? Because as soon as you print a schedule, often before it even came back to campus, there were some changes in it, and it becomes a stagnant document. And so any changes that are made after that, it's not kept up. I mean, you can't update it. So we were getting people to look at the online schedule before that, saying this is the most up-to-date information. In preparation for the online schedule, I took all summer and rewrote the registrar's webpage. So all the information that was in that old paper document can be easily found on the new registrar site under Schedule of Classes.
I do it all online.
Okay, so you had no problem accessing the class listing?
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't actually scheduled my classes yet, but I'm sure I'll be all right. No, I don't think I've ever had any problems. Yeah.
Oh, I pretty much do it online.
Yeah, and did you know that iOS is completely eliminating paper schedules?
No, I do know about that.
Do you think it's a good idea?
Yes, it is a good idea.
Because
you can print paper as much as you want.
Yeah, and is it good for the environment? Is there any other benefits?
Man, there's good part and bad part about it, but I have no problem with it.
What do you think they should do with the money that they're saving?
Totally invest in a new ping pong table, because this thing is completely off balance.
To access the paperless schedule, go to www.ius.edu/registrar, then click on the schedule of classes. From there, students can do an advanced search, departmental search, or view a PDF version of the schedule. For the Horizon Newscast, this is Josh Barber and Desiree Smith.
Finally, What's the Word is back for its fall 2010 debut. Here's David Woodson.
I recently watched an interview on CNN where they were interviewing a 9/11 family member. She was responding to the charge that Ground Zero is not sacred because across the street is a strip club and a porno store. Her response? It was not the pornography business that killed her brother on 9/11. While of course my heart goes out to her, she needs to be reminded that it was not Muslims who killed her brother. It was, and always will be, Muslim extremists. It is not Muslims who are responsible for 9/11. It is Muslim extremists. Atheists have more in common with Baptists than Muslim extremists have in common with Muslims. We must never forget what President Bush said numerous times following 9/11. We are not at war with the Muslim faith, nor are we at war with Muslims. We are at war with Muslim extremists. We are at war with a group of people who have no country, no faith. They only have a culture of hate and violence. Just as they hijacked planes, the Muslim extremists continue to hijack the hearts and minds of citizens around the world, including American citizens. Muslim extremists have also hijacked and perverted the peaceful religion of Islam. In America, we have freedom of religion, plain and simple. According to a recent poll, 25% of Americans believe that Muslims do not have the right, under any circumstance, to build a mosque anywhere on American soil. This 25% must realize that the reason we were attacked on 9/11 is because of Muslim extremists who hate the fact that America has the freedom of religion. So I ask the 25%, are you going to let the terrorists win? And to all my fellow Christians, let us remember the words of Jesus as recorded in Matthew 7:4-5. How can you say to your brother, let me take the speck out of your eye, and behold, a log is in your own eye? You hypocrite! First take the log out of your own eye, then you will see clearly to take the speck out of your brother's eye. How can Christians criticize extremist groups within other religions when they themselves have extremists in their midst? Extremists like Reverend Joseph Moorcraft, a Presbyterian who once said, nobody has the right to worship on this planet any other God than Jehovah, and therefore the state does not have the responsibility to defend anybody's pseudo right to worship an idol. But why should anyone care about my opinion? After all, I'm just an undergraduate at IUS. What do I know? Well, if you won't listen to my opinion on the Ground Zero Mosque controversy, then perhaps you will listen to George Washington and James Madison when they inspired the writing of a little clause that goes something like this: Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. If you don't like that, I hear Antarctica is nice this time of year. This is David Woodson, and that's my word.
That's all for the Horizon Newscast this week. For all the latest campus news 24/7, log on to iushorizon.wordpress.com. We'll see you next week.